to bake with me. We have an incredible show for you today. I am going to teach you how to make waffles.
Making waffles.
Waffles. Waffles. And this is just a basic waffle recipe. It can also be used for pancakes. But when you want an easy recipe on a Sunday morning to make waffles for the whole family, this is the recipe. It is so simple, and you can add whatever you want to it. You can add chocolate chips, sprinkles, blueberries, pumpkin, anything else? Anything else?
I'm getting hungry just talking about it.
Are you getting hungry?
Yeah,
so we better get started. Let me introduce you to this fabulous young man. He is near and dear to my heart. Love this kid. He's not even a kid. What am I saying? Love this young man. Please welcome Trey. Yay!
Thank you for having me on the show. I really appreciate it.
I'm so glad you're here. I invited you because your hair is awesome.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it.
Oh, why else did I invite you?
To talk about a disability that affects a lot of people around the world, which is epilepsy or seizures.
You have a seizure disorder, okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, wow. When did that start for you? What age?
It started at the age of 6. I honestly didn't know about it, neither did my parents, really until my second grade teacher kind of brought it to our attention, like, hey, he's falling asleep in class, his grades are slipping, you may want to have him get checked out.
Oh, unbelievable. And they did. And
Yep.
you wound up that you have this disorder. So how was that for you? Do you remember this age? Do you remember when this was happening?
I remember just going to the doctor, being hooked up to some machines and just doing some tests, but I never really understood what was going on. I guess my parents did a really great job of kind of shielding me from it and not letting me know, like, hey, you're different from these other people, and that you're kind of behind or anything like that. I never really noticed anything different from anybody.
Yeah. Well, you're not. You're just an amazing young man.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's get started on this recipe. We have 1.5 cups of gluten-free flour.
Awesome.
Yes, it's so simple. And we have 3.5 teaspoons of baking powder. That's
There you go.
important to get your waffles nice and fluffy.
Oh, absolutely.
We have a tablespoon of granulated sugar. And then if you don't mind grabbing 1 egg.
Oh, absolutely.
Thank you. I think we have a teaspoon of vanilla hiding back over there. Is that right? Oh no, just
Nope,
salt.
just
no
salt.
vanilla this time. You can actually put vanilla if you want, but you don't need it. Awesome. Salt, which is I think half a teaspoon. I don't know. We'll write it. You'll see. And then we have 3 tablespoons of melted butter. Beautiful. All right. So that's great that your parents shielded you from that, and you never felt different.
Absolutely.
Tell me about what you do. Like, does it affect you on a daily basis?
Well, my specific are absent, so I'm not necessarily aware during the time or how long a seizure may happen. However, as I've gotten older and I've started to learn more about it, and I've talked to my parents more about it as well, I've really started to kind of get a grasp of some of the things that happen, some of the triggers, which would be like floral scents and different lights.
Yeah.
So I'm a little bit more aware now of some of my triggers and kind of when it happens.
Yeah.
So
You know what I forgot? I forgot 1.25 cups of milk. Don't forget that, or your pancakes and waffles will be very, very dry. So anyway, keep going. You were telling me all about how it's been for you with the seizure disorder, and that you don't really feel different.
Nope.
Or I love that. So what are you doing now? Are you in school?
Currently I'm on summer vacation. I just finished dual enrollment at the local community college.
Dual enrollment? That
Yes,
means you were
ma'am.
in high school and college at the same time?
Yes, ma'am.
Amazing.
So I finished that. I ended up having even with this disability, I ended up having a 4.0 GPA. I graduated with honors distinction, and I graduated summa cum laude.
I'm so proud of you. Oh, that's amazing. So you have not let this stop you at all.
No, absolutely not. I didn't let it stop me with my education. I didn't let it stop me with playing sports at the high school level.
Oh, you play sports too? What'd you play?
I ran track and I also played football. I was a starting safety for
You were allowed to play
2 of the
football?
high schools. Yes, ma'am.
That's amazing. Was your mom scared? Because I'm a mom, you know? So like I'd be scared all the time.
Oh, I scared her to death every time I stepped on the field.
On the field?
But
did you ever have a seizure on the field during practice or a game or anything?
as far as I'm aware of, no.
yeah.
But
I guess it would take somebody telling you like, Trey, where'd you go? Like
Yep.
that kind of a thing.
maybe during like a team meeting or something like that. But whenever it came to being on the field, it seemed like I was always alert.
That is amazing.
Yep.
So what should people look out for, like either in themselves as having these types of maybe possible issues, or somebody who's hanging out with you should sort of be aware to like what to see in you, like what it looks like, I guess.
So one of the things that I always notice and realize that every person that deals with seizures has different symptoms and different signs. I have a friend who completely collapses, but for me, since I'm not aware, I'm not always sure of what happens. However, I've become more aware of the aftermath. So typically I'll seem out of it, I'll be extremely tired, and they also happen in my sleep. So I'll wake up being kind of unaware or unsure of where I'm at.
Oh. Do you
sometimes.
feel a little groggy, like maybe you didn't get the right
Absolutely.
kind of sleep? Oh,
And that was
wow.
one of the things that kind of held me back during public school, which is why in 5th grade, my parents actually pulled me out of public school and homeschooled me.
Oh my goodness.
So I've been homeschooled for
Wow.
about 7 years now.
Oh, that's
Graduated
amazing.
high school and dual enrollment. So
That's amazing. I wish I was smart enough to homeschool my kids. I don't think I know enough. Like I can't even do their homework half the time with them. So.
I mean, honestly, it's just a dedication and commitment, which I know you
Yes.
have. So I think you'd be a great teacher.
Thank you. So what about medication? Did that ever come up for you? Do you
It did. I was on medication for a little bit when I initially started, but
Okay.
some of the side effects from the medication, my parents and I weren't not necessarily
It
okay
didn't
with
outweigh-
it, but it outweighed
Or it
some of the benefits. So we
Okay.
decided to go a different route. We didn't use medication. However, the homeschooling did help a lot. It helped get rid of a lot of my allergies, along with the frequency of some of my seizures,
Wow.
at least while I was awake.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, good. So you are a high school graduate. College has been amazing.
Yes,
4.0, unbelievable. So how do you like your waffles and pancakes? Do you like them plain, with chocolate chips, or with sprinkles?
I always go either plain or sprinkles whenever I go to some restaurants with my parents. I
Ooh.
always get pancakes with sprinkles.
Okay, should we
Pancakes
try
and
that
waffles.
out?
So yeah.
All right, so you can separate your batter and put whatever you want in. Since you want sprinkles, I am going to pour a little bit of batter in a bowl. Let's see. All right, just go ahead and grab a few.
All right.
You know you want to.
Yeah.
Let's.
Yeah.
There you go.
There we go.
You come on.
Okay.
All right, so what we're gonna do, this is really simple. Like I said, you could use this as pancakes or as waffles. So we're gonna scoop just a scoop of the batter and pour it in this waffle maker. Ooh, look at that. It's hot and ready for these waffles. Nice. Perfect. Just dump it straight in the middle of that waffle iron. Just use your waffle iron as it states in the instructions. There you go.
Should I put more in?
Yeah, it does look like it needs a little more, doesn't it? It spreads
Yeah.
out, but we'll just dump a little bit more in there. Awesome. All right, so while that's cooking, tell me, do you have any advice for somebody who might be watching that has a seizure disorder?
Honestly, just kind of educate yourself, become a little bit more aware of some of your triggers, things to do while you're having a seizure, and also make sure the people around you are aware. You have a
Yes.
multitude of resources that I didn't even initially know about when I was younger in school and even taking college classes. So don't be afraid to talk about it. Don't be afraid to go out and seek help, and don't be afraid to take help.
That's awesome. And it's true. It's nothing to be ashamed of. It's nothing to be, but if you don't make people aware, then they don't know what's going on and they don't know how to help you.
Oh, absolutely.
And there are some types of seizures like grand mal seizures, which you don't have, but you said your friend does, that people around you have to know about. We have to make sure that you're safe. You usually have to time them. Like you don't want a seizure to go longer than 5 minutes, because then that's an indication that something else could be wrong.
And for me with grand mal, actually, it was kind of, I don't have grand mal. However, it's something maternal from my mother's side.
Oh, so seizures are in your family.
Yes,
I didn't know that was a hereditary kind of thing.
it can be, or it can come from some type of traumatic injury to the brain as well.
Oh, that's true.
Yep.
Yeah. But yours happens to be hereditary. And do they have the same types of seizures? Why can't I say seizures today? Do they have the same type of seizures as you?
No, they actually have the grand mal seizures.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
Our green light just went off. You want to lift
Awesome.
the lid and see how we did? I'm a little nervous.
Oh, they look good.
Oh, our waffle is stuck.
Got it? There we go.
There it is. Look at this beauty. what we're gonna do is I'm gonna rip this open and give you a taste. Is that okay? Do you mind my
absolutely.
hands?
No, it's fine.
We'll make sure there's no residue on that one. Be careful, it's super hot. I was gonna blow on it for you.
It's all right.
I'm such a mom.
That's good.
Is it good?
It's really good.
It's good.
Yep.
All right. Is there anything else you want people to know about you or about seizures while you're chewing? Talk fast. Go.
While I'm chewing.
Go.
Honestly, not that I can think of right now.
Okay.
But
Not while there's a waffle stuffed in his mouth. I'm gonna try. Can I try?
oh, absolutely.
Oh, that's really good. Sprinkles are fun.
Yeah.
I usually do chocolate chips, but sprinkles are fun. Thank you so much for being here.
Oh, absolutely.
I know it's not easy, especially at a young age, to come out and talk about a disability, even though to me, people think disability is a bad word or a word that shouldn't be spoken, but it's just part of who we are. It has nothing to do, there's nothing negative about it. I love you, and I love that you're here today sharing your story.
Thank you.
So proud of you and everything that you do.
Thank you.
Thank you guys so much for watching. Go make some pancakes or waffles. They're delicious. They're super simple, as you saw, and we will see you on the next show. Thank you so much for watching. If you want more information on the disability that you learned about today, click the link below, and please subscribe to our channel. Peace, love, and happiness.